story time, and we have the building boy with us today. Are you ready? I think you are. Okay, let's do this. He's the building boy, and look at that. He is such a good builder. Look at all the homework that he's done, guys. Okay, let's do this. The building boy. RM for Joe, DL for Katie and Ben. Ready? The building boy. Each night, before the boy went to bed, he would light the fire. Guys, he would squeeze beside Grandma on her favorite chair. As you can see, favorite chair. The house would be quiet except for the turning of a page and the ticking of a clock. And Grandma would show the boy her photographs. Now guys, this is their routine. Every night they sit together, cuddling together, and Grandma here showing him some pictures. Look at their house, guys. It is so beautiful. The illustrations are so beautiful, guys. The fires, there's pictures, and as you can see, there's someone here, and it looks like that's Grandma. Well, it looks like this Grandma's room, and there's photos of Grandma and Grandpa, and they are so cozying together, and they are reading, and they are looking at something, pictures. Grandma had been an architect. She made the tallest skyscrapers, the most beautiful palaces and museums and libraries bigger than towns. But they would be nothing, she said, compared to the house she would build for the boy. Now guys, Grandma's an architect, as you can see. She's been building buildings, skyscrapers, and she was the architect of the year. And that's Grandma, everybody. And she is so brilliant. And now she's going to build something for the boy. The house would sit on the hill that lay on the horizon, over the city and beyond the sea. When we will move there, Grandma? The boy would ask. Grandma would just nod her head and say, soon. Now guys, as you can see, this is the house that she's building for him. As you can see, and they're gonna move there soon. What a beautiful, magical house. It looks like a palace, everybody, as you can see. And it's beautiful. But Grandma was getting old. Too old to make houses. Soon she was too old to make dinner. And then she was too old to climb the stairs. And one day she was too old to sit up in bed. And by the time the boy came home, she was gone. Without Grandma, the house was empty. It was just rooms. Guys, now, as the days and years passed by, Grandma was getting old and she couldn't do things that she always did. And then one day she was gone and the house was empty. But the boy had an idea. He made his plan and he set to work. Now guys, this is the house they live in. And as you can see, without Grandma, the house is just house. And he's all alone. But then again, he has an idea. Let's see what the idea is all about. The boy walked through the wind and snow and rain. Now guys, as he's the builder, he's building something. It looks like he's building a pair of legs. And he's building a skirt. And then he's building a big, tall lady, as you can see. And he walked through wind, snow, and rain. And when the work was done, the boy looked into the eyes he had built himself and said, Grandma, wake up! Guys, you wouldn't believe what he just made. He made his grandma. He built his grandma, guys, as you can see. And look at that. Her eyes is open. Her eyes is open. And he's like, Grandma, wake up. And All at once, it was as if the stars leapt closer. With one swipe of her giant hands, Grandma grabbed the boy, raising him high above the roof tiles on her head. She was alive! Grandma? The boy gasped. Is it really you? Guys, look at that. Grandma is alive and she's made of steel. And she is huge. And as you can see, she's holding the boy and he's... Well, it looks scary, but well, I think she's real. Is it really you? Okay. Without warning, Grandma leapt into the air. She cleared 6 gardens in a single bound. Stop! The boy cried. Where are you taking me? Uh-oh. Now, guys, she's on the move. She's on the move and she's jumping. She's jumping and she just jumped 6 gardens in one single bound. And as you can see, and he is terrified of it. Where are you taking me? They flew at the sprint over the moonlit fields, leaping over hedges, scattering the hares. The boy's lungs throbbed with the cold night air, and his ears rang with the clang of Grandma's great metal feet on the stony ground. Where are you taking me? He cried again. Now, guys, as you can see, the Grandma looks very, very pretty and is so beautiful, the illustration. And she's just on the move and she's taking the boy with her and she's just moving. As you can see, and boy is very, very, very scared. And he just keep asking, where are you taking me? Then they came to the sea. It stretched out before them, still as a seat. Grandma plowed into the waves. For hours they walked the great wide ocean. Mackerel circled around Grandma's still soldiers. Clouds of ocean sand billowed beneath her with every step. Starfish caked her metal ribs like the whole of a sunken ship. Now, guys, they're on the move and now they're going walking at the ocean, guys, as you can see. And he's at the top and she's taking him somewhere. She's taking him somewhere. It looks beautiful and also terrifying, as you can see. Soon, a city rose out of the water. Grandma flung herself straight onto the rooftops. A forest of street lamps and skyscrapers flew beneath them. Stop! The boy cried. Now, guys, she's not stopping. She's just moving. She's on the move and she's just jumping. And you know what? She's jumping. She's jumping on top of skyscrapers. She's like, jump, boom, boom. And boy is just terrified. As you can see, he's barely hanging on and she's just jumping. She is taking him somewhere. But Grandma ran on until the sounds of the city were lost behind. Then and there was nothing but the winds on the hills. Where are you taking? The boy began. Then he saw it. On the hill above the city that lay beyond the sea was the house that Grandma had built for him. Now, guys, she was alive. Well, she is alive for a reason. And she is taking him to the house that's being built for him. As you can see, and he is just surprised, guys, surprised. As you can see, on the hill above the city that lay beyond the sea was the house that Grandma had built for him. But the house had never been finished. It was just bricks and glass and girders. The great hole lay in the middle of it. As you can see, guys, the house is still work in progress, and I think she just wanted to show it to him. And as you can see, he is so happy. I can see the house, Grandma. I can see it. Welcome home, said Grandma. But I can't live here, the boy said. It's only half a house. How will I ever finish it? Grandma smiled. The boy could suddenly see the stars through the windows of her eyes. You already did, she whispered. Oh, guys, as you can see, it's half the house. How is he ever going to finish it? He's so young. But then again, he already did. He already did, as you can see. Look at Grandma. She is so proud of him. And that's Metal Grandma, everybody. As you can see. And there you go, guys. Now, as you can see in this picture, the house is complete. And the house is called the Building Boys School for Young Architects. How amazing is this, guys? Now he turned it to a school for gifted architects, as you can see, young gifted architects. And the house looks like Grandma, and it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, guys. And there are so many young architects. And well, who's at work, guys? As you can see, they're all working, drawing, trying to build something. Well, that is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, guys. The building boy building his... Well, he built his grandma, as you can see. Grandma, she was alive. She was alive, and she just took him to the house which she was building it for him. But then again, he completed her legacy. He completed her legacy, and then he built schools for young architects for his grandma. How amazing story, guys. The Building Boy by Russ Montgomery and David Litchfield.